go! Martial art time! Oh yeah! It's too hard. What did this thing? This is a trick where you can swap the sticks. Man, whatever. Super hard to do. I'm giving up. I surrender. Now, it's really hard to do. You know, I love nunchucks, but it's really hard doing nunchucks sitting down. It's really, really hard doing nunchucks sitting down. That's just a thing, right? I actually spent the last hour or so teaching some guy martial arts. Yes, I actually used left the dodger, yeah, come out from dodger, right? But it's really hard doing them. Man, this is complicated. Whoa. But whatever. Let's see, Gat Obeu Hai Seukul. So last week, right? Last week they had hadoukens, right? There's some street fighting. Sonic Boom, so more like Sonic Slash, I guess, because it was kicking it downwards. Moonsault Slash, I think it's called, the Nash of it. But, and what I need from that thing, right, as I said last week, it's been misunderstood me there, isn't that I'm saying that I can't watch a martial artist without sending hadoukens. I mean, I don't care about that, right? That's not a problem for me. The problem that I hope this episode is gonna explain, right, and explore and so on, is how do you do a hadouken, right? I'm not saying that they can't do a hadouken, but I'm saying is that does the hadouken cost you energy? Can you do like a double hadouken, right? If it costs you like 2 energy bars, can you do like a super Metsu hadouken? That's like an ultra ability, right? That's what I need to know in this episode. I need to know how do you produce these things? How often, right? Can you send your fireballs and so on, and whatever. So the anime hasn't explained yet how that works. So last week they were like, oh, they can both do like street fighting moves, okay, but how does that work, right? So anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. And of course, last week we had Kenjiro Tsuda. So I was playing the bad guy. The last second there. The last second we see, you know, Kenjiro Tsuda, and he's like, I'm here. Okay, it's like, he's only the evil guy, yeah. He's all, okay, his grandpa gets out in the forest with the cultist people. Yeah, has to be right. Grandpa with some random cultist people. It's very dark here. This is Bobby Blackouts again. Yeah. Okay, heavens have bestowed you. Yeah. Of course, Grandpa is older than badass. We didn't know that, yeah. This is probably not show this. We probably not show this thing now. It's pretty open now. Yeah, they're gonna show Grandpa fighting. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, it's gonna show. They're gonna show Grandpa fighting. It's gonna be like Grandpa's in trouble. You know. Yeah, that's next episode. There's no way they're gonna do a Grandpa actual right now. Okay, and thanks about the grandfather. Opening time probably. Yeah, I mean it was like, of course they're gonna do, you know, Grandpa's actual skill. No way, right? Gonna wait for that for a bit. But yeah, I really hope this episode here explains the god power, explains the clown summoning, the he's of a samurai, right? And reminded me of Bleach. And that's, I guess, with the samurai specifically. Otherwise, the clown is more like a stance, right? Because what I mean is like, again, right? You know, I'm a huge Street Fighter in general, fighting game. I play a lot of fighting games, right? I'm a huge fighting game fan, and in fighting games, most of them, so like Virtua Fighter, I guess, you usually have some ability, right? You can summon something, you can set some fireball, you can maybe teleport, you can fly, right, and so on. But in all those games, those are like special moves, and maybe you can like make, you know, a double teleport behind someone, or do a clone, and it costs like a meter or two, or you can, you know, do an extra strong combo and so on. Of course, these are games, right? So they have very, very specific game mechanics that are, but game mechanics in a sense are rules, right? And that's what I think this anime here has to explain now, the rules. It's like, how can this guy throw fireballs? Like, well, how can he throw fireballs? Come on. You know, it's like, well, how do you do that? And not only how can you do it, but the thing is that, compared to like Dragon Ball, you know, when Tenshin, when he does his like maximum damage thing, you know that cost him like life points, you know, permanent age life points. He's like 10 years of his life, right? Oh, it's back to the nurses, I guess? Yeah. Oh, you ready? Yeah, it's back to the sexy nurses. The Big Bang nurses. Yeah, here we go. Sexy bomber nurse. This is clearly the best part of the anime. Yeah, Big Bang nurses. Yeah, here we go. It is clearly the best part of the anime. Sexy bombers. Yeah, not very good in the live thing here. Okay, so national tournament 2 weeks. Next tournament arc. Okay, next tournament arc. Endless tournament arc. Yeah. In case smoking, of course it does. But obviously, it's team. Oh, it's team. Like in Black Clover. Yeah, nice. It's team martial art time. Of course, gonna be the 3 best friends, right? Like, who else would be that team? He's actually smoking a lot, apparently. No, because it'd be more best girl. She would definitely be in the team, right? She's gonna be in. Yeah, see, she's gonna win this thing. He's gonna fight. Oh, he's a Brazilian! They never said it last time! He's a Brazilian. Okay. He's a BJJ guy, okay, yeah. But he does much more capoeira though, so I don't really think he is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. I think he's doing the wrong Brazilian martial art. But it's obviously gonna get owned and she's gonna be in the team, come on. She has her 2 best friends. This guy has no reason to be in the best friend team, so of course she's gonna win this, come on. This again? But he's not doing, I mean, that guy is doing capoeira, guys. This guy is doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? Which is, jiu-jitsu is you know, it's locks and it's grabs and it's throws, right? It's submission martial art. He was doing some kind of, you know, dance martial art. He's clearly a capoeira user. Like, it's talking in Tekken terms, he is Eddie in Tekken, right? He's not doing some random, you know, jiu-jitsu grabs. He's not like Ghost and that. He's not that kind of character, like in With a Fight or something. You know, he's clearly using acrobatic kicks. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, okay, so she's clearly in the best friend team, and they're gonna go to the next tournament. Yeah, tournament our time, 3-on-3 teams. Is that the best part of Black Clover when they have 3-on-3? Oh, it was more than one tie cap. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's Kenjiro Tsuda. He's clearly evil. I mean, I like this when they do this, like, you know, like calligraphic fighting style, yeah. Okay. The key will awaken. But yeah, I really hope they're gonna explain here, hopefully now, how they are throwing fireballs. How are they doing it? Do they have god powers? How much god power do you have or something like that? Come on, give me the rules. Oh, it's gonna be even crazier over next tournament. Yeah, okay. Next tournament, dog, it's gonna be even crazier. Right, thank you. Yes. Yeah, that is like, yes. You're gonna really. Okay, the 6. The flying 6 say, okay. It's like an old martial artist man at a food stall. Yeah, I've seen this before in anime. Okay, there they are. Best friends for life. Yes, there we are. A new ultimate team here. Yeah, keep fighting together. Woo! Friendship! Oh, come on, don't be that girl. Why is she angry? Aren't they best friends? I don't know, yeah. Didn't they go, you know, become a super best friends and wedding together and so on? Come on, what's she angry for? Oh, yeah, that's true, but he already fought him though, so. Well, okay, when I fought higher, I mean, they can spar though, can't they spar together and like improve their martial art and get another fight? Well, that's true, it's true. Just gotta keep us everybody. Gotta push your limit. Yeah, exactly. It's the only reason. What do you fight for? To get stronger. Yeah, it's like, exactly. That's like a good main character. Typical martial artist main character. Why do you want to be the best fighter? I just want to be the best fighter. There's no reason. I just want to get stronger. Yeah, it's like, it's not like, you know, I have to carry my family's legacy. It's like, no, I just want to fight people. It's just purely like the fight, right? Like Goku, yeah. It's like, I just want to fight. I don't want to win. I want to lose. I just want to fight. Exactly. Yeah, I just want to be stronger. Yeah. And it's my face now, whatever. No, but I agree with him. It's like, there's an old man there in the skull mask there. Okay, yeah. Disappeared immediately. They're probably an old, super fast man, right? Definitely. There it is. One arm. It's like an old Shundi. It's like an old drunk fighter guy. Ooh, a tarot card. Ah, he's one of the flying, of course. He's one of the 6 men, of course. Yeah. Of course, he's one of the 6, right? Man, Adam is a crazy guy. I stabbed, thrusted him in. What happened? He's like, whatever. But he's like 2 guys. He's like, I can do shadow clones. So that was just my clone, you old man. Haha, Kagen the bullshit or something. Who knows? Who knows this anime? They can try whatever they want. He's master, of course. Okay, yeah. He's like, haha, I have explosive shadow clone. No worries. Yeah, okay. Actually, it's pretty low. The clone wasn't in a trap. Yeah. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed here. Yeah, this guy's clone there, it was just a clone. It wasn't explosive. It wasn't sticky, right? It wasn't like a trap somehow. It was just a clone, right? It's just like, come on. Alright, shadow, I guess it moves so fast. Or whatever. But yeah, the old man is... Wouldn't this mask be able to see through it though? Okay, here we go. Grandpa! Ooh! And of course Grandpa like 100 people? That's nothing. Of course Grandpa owned them. But there are more of them. Yeah, okay, this like... Yeah, this apocalyptic death cult. Yeah, there's a lot more of them in this. Okay. What's he doing now then? Like, this is what I mean. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't understand what's happening. It's like, he's like summoning his spirit, I guess. The dance thing, maybe? It's like a sword or something? Like a sky sword or something? What? Okay. He's summoning a gigantic sword. Cat Grandpa just avoided. He's gonna fight the sword. Okay. It's like God's sword, basically. That felt incredibly slow though. Like, I am summoning a nuke at you, but you could like go out, you could like avoid it. It's like you couldn't like just go from the side. It's like whatever. I'm just gonna leave. That felt to me like a really bad ability, unless it's like homing somehow. Unless the sword is follows you. Oh, fan service. Okay, now it's anime, guys. Yeah. Who's with the shower? Oh, it's the girl. Yeah, it's not gonna be the boys in the shower. No, it's gonna be one of the cute. It's gonna be the cute girl. Yeah. This is anime. And she's like, those guys are really powerful, but I got a nice back though, so yeah, she got that going for her. She got the fans going for her. But that's good. Very important for anime, I feel. Like the girl in the shower, her, reflecting over the fight, yeah. She could have done that somewhere else, but no. You gotta do it in the shower. Oh, this guy. I guess his baby. It has a similar glasses. I like it the baby has. Yeah. Is he blind? Is the baby blind? This guy's gonna be bad. She's like, he's blind? This guy's clearly daddy, but he's like, how have you been the announcer for all the fights? How can you see? He's like, I can feel. Yes, he's clearly daddy, right? He's clearly much better without his eyes than anyone else with their eyes, clearly. But I mean, come on. Like, how can he be an announcer without being an amazing, badass blind guy? He's clearly amazing at being blind. Yeah, how can he even know that without, this blind guy clearly super experienced. And I like the baby had the same, so is the baby blind? A family of blind daredevils, yeah. It's like, I got French sheep or something. I get deaf down maybe, but... To friendship, I guess. Yeah, friendship depth. Friendship depth. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I got depth to my friends. Nakama depth. Interesting. Yeah, he's a man now, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes! Some strange powers at work in this thing! How does that work? It's like, yes, please. What is that, like, clown thing we saw last week? It's like, how did that guy summon a clown or something? Can you explain it, please? I'm like, no, next episode maybe. Of course he won't. But at least someone finally asked them, it's like, how did that clown work? How did that samurai thing was summoned? But of course, the poor viewer here. Yeah. That's good. Okay, I guess some yoga can be good. Yeah, cleaning some trash. Yeah. Hardcore martial art training, yeah. Playing with kittens. Oh, here we go. It's gonna save the balloon, but yeah. Before she died too. Yeah, it's like a very important. Exactly. My grandma is fine, man. It's like, yeah, I love it. He's like, I understand. This is your last balloon, and it's like your grandma died to give you this balloon. It's like, no. It's like. Yeah. Exactly. Everyone's a dead grandma. He's like, he's animating it. Okay, that's the old man. Yeah. The super dangerous old man here. Okay, I guess he fixed his leg there. He's like an acupuncture fighter guy. Yeah, you can heal him. So obviously Grandpa is very dangerous, but he can clearly also make you sick, right, with the needles. So he's clearly gonna be using those needles to attack, right? Okay, so blind man's gonna explain how to fight here. Yeah. You break. That's everything. But I mean, obviously, he's the announcer who is blind. He has to be amazing at fighting. Ah, here we go. His father, her father, I mean, was someone that blinded him. That's why he's blind, because someone cut him with her style. But of course, he's like, instead of hating her, with like her family blinded him, he's like, I like that. You made me daredevil. I know, so as probably an enemy probably. Oh, this give me some Mirai Nikki vibes. This is some Yuduka sighting. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're an assassin. I love it. What is this? Oh man, this is some Mirai Nikki style, definitely. Yeah. There's some random guy in there. Of course it is. Of course the mascot guy is an assassin. Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, can you finally explain to us everything's happening as something clearly, you know? Yeah. Your god power. Oh, 56 god power now, yeah! Man, I love this guy in the mascot suit. And that course, again, Mirai Nikki, right? It was Mirai Nikki, right? When she was a date in her mascot form. Ah, there he is! Kenjiro Tsuda, yeah. Listen to his voice now. His grainy, evil voice. What? Where's a mouth coming from? And he's like, I burned the mouth easily. Who did he summon that mouth? Okay, he's like, I can summon like a devil's mouth or something. He's like, I burned it. No problem. No problem. Okay, he's like, man, whatever, it's gone. He's getting crazier and crazier. It's like, doesn't make any... Okay, so I guess he could summon like a mouth or something in the ground. Because, like, yeah, why not, right? It's like a martial arts style of him. Yeah, like, why not, right? Yeah, of course. And then he's like, I can just burn it. I got like fire magic. Yeah, okay. Ooh, who's this woman? A hot redhead. Interesting. Yeah. Reminds me of a steel redhead. Yeah, interesting. Guess we're gonna see the other fighter, I guess, here. In the tournament, other teams, I guess. You got like a judo ears. Interesting. Yeah. Man, Grandpa looks massive. He looks like a giant guy. Oh, here we go. Some random maid in his team. I guess his teammate is his sexy maid or something. Right? Probably, yeah. Like he has his family's maid to fight with him. Because that makes sense. He's like, he's probably well trained to defend her young master. Gonna summon in there. Okay, here we go. 6th great magician. Oh, it's a kind of hobo that happens to be an assassin or something like that. Yeah. Of Of course. He's like some kind of, yeah. He's some random hobo guy. Of course, he's like, he sits there and waits to be summoned. Yeah, like that. I mean, I was imagining you being like this amazing, you know, deadly martial artist. Of course, you live like a hobo. Like, if you guys live in the street and be like, yeah. Like, oh, they need me again? Good. Like, and of course, he's part of the, yeah. And ready at the tournament? Maybe, I guess 2 weeks past here. It's good. He lives in some kind of, yeah, bachelor pad, right? Exactly, he used to live in the mountains, he's like a monkey. He used to live in the mountains. He's very Goku, yeah, he's living in the mountains with Grandpa. It's me and Grandpa, never saw another human, he trained me in martial art, I can't understand human behavior. Like, he's Goku, come on. He grew up out there in the... Oh, okay, this is some random fake parents. Yeah, my grandpa is the best. He can fight people in the forest and so on. Yeah, it's like... And then suddenly he's appearing his acupuncture attacks here. Yeah. Oh, this old man taught me some acupuncture. I wonder why Grandpa never explained to him how he can summon stuff. Because his Grandpa can clearly do it. Grandpa clearly knows everything, right? And he's like, I didn't tell anything. He's like, you train him. At least they're finally questioning. I mean, at least one of them is questioning what is happening. It's like, how can they summon this shit to us? How can they do magic attacks? How can they summon a big mouth and a sword and fire and so on? And someone's finally, it's like, how can they do all this stuff? Okay, here's go. Yeah, next Tournament Arc. Team Tournament Arc. But I liked it though. I like Tournament Arc in the team. Yeah, I think it's even better. Combining their martial arts skills and so on, right? Different new cool stuff. Okay, let's see here. Yes, Tournament Arc! More Tournament Arc! Yeah, 3 vs 3. Yeah, they are them. Of course. Yeah, him and his maid. That's clear. And also some random evil. There's some guy with like a baby or something? A kid? Oh, we gotta go back and look at this after the episode. Gotta go back and review and look at those things here. He's probably dead, right? Because he probably got killed, right? By the random assassin in, the blind band. He wasn't daredevil enough. God damn it. He hasn't trained enough on his daredevil skills. Okay, so Nox is here. Yeah, the assassin team. Yeah, got killed there by the bunny. I guess the thing I started immediately. The redhead, I guess that was. Maybe Q is dead too then. So I guess they need these new kids to get stronger so they can like defend them against all the assassins, because there are so many assassins everywhere, like hobos and so on. Yeah, so not Q might be dead here. I don't know if he's dead though. He's like, I'm gonna solve my cloud something. Yeah. Man, this is a very familiar laughter. It's a very familiar laughter. But yeah, let's go back to look at the teams, the 3 teams. But it feels like they're like, we need these boys and girls to become strong so they can help us against the evil assassins. Because there's so many assassins, we need to fight them all. But yeah, it's nothing after the opening, right? You know, quickly here. No, nothing after the opening. Okay, let's go back. I want us to look at those teams, right? So yeah, he's dead. The blind guy wasn't deadly enough, so he died. I don't know if Q is dead though. I thought Q might be able to survive that. He's like God power time. So obviously the first team is our friendship, so we know about those guys. So look at the teams here. So next team here, it's like Kenjiro Tsuda. He's clearly evil. I mean, you hear his voice. He's like, I'm gonna kill you next time. He's clearly evil, right? And then you have a girl with a freaking nunchuck. So like a Chinese girl with some kind of might be a 3 section staff, but I think it's a nunchuck she has. And then some other random guy that I have no idea what he can do. Yeah, we didn't see more of them, right? We didn't see what they could do before that. What's the next team? Then it's probably that redhead we saw earlier. Yeah, and then it's his team that we saw Kenjiro Tsuda's character start being his enemy, his rival, right? yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill you next time. The guy that was like fire medic or something. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that he summoned the mouth, right? And he was like, I just burned that mouth, no problem, right? I'm gonna kill this random guy here. And then his two teammates there, which we don't know anything about, I guess. Like a badass fighter girl with a lot of muscles and another muscular guy. Doesn't really say much about those guys, no. But I think it's interesting later, because then we see the guy with the maid, right? That's clearly the guy that we saw earlier when he was talking to his grandpa. And they have some like kid that looks very young, right? Like the kid looks like maybe like 12 or something. Then him and his maid. So I like this team. That he was saying grandpa's like, yes, take the maid with you. She's a powerful fighter too. It's like, I trained her. Something like that. Yeah, so that's like a cute team. And then I guess they got this random kid with them. It feels like, yeah, it feels kind of a weird team, right? In the sense that it is clearly, I would say, that him and the maid have, history. They might have some romance, right? Who knows, right? But they're trained the same dojo, right? And then they have this third kid with them. He's just here. This kid, he happens to be in the team. Yeah, I feel he's very much like, the third wheel, right? He's very much the third wheel. It's like, why do we have this kid for? He's just, we needed three people. Yeah, it's like he's just kind of there because we needed a third man in the team, right? And then we see the redhead that we saw earlier, and those two yeah. She was very similar to Naruto character. Like she was very, very similar to I mean, she would have the glasses, right? So yeah, it's a very similar to a classic what Naruto character. Yeah, very similar, I think. And then her two like muscle bros, right? But I think next team, I think it was like a baby or something. It looks like no, one team is the Cabal people. Well, yeah, one team is just the assassins. Okay, like the evil people. Yeah, okay, one you do, okay. Whatever. And then we see this thing. This is like a guy with glasses and like a little kid and a guy with a huge axe. So this looks like the best team. Yeah, this feels like the best team, right? It's like a man with like his daughter or something, or maybe son, but like a 5-year-old and a muscular man with a big axe. Yeah, this is clearly my favorite team. It's gonna be the best team, right? Like, they completely also fit mismatched, right? They feel incredibly mismatched. It's like a man that looks overweight with his young kid, and then a very muscular man with a huge axe. And there seems to be zero correlation between these like the two and those guy, and like what can the kid do? I don't know. Maybe he has a massive summoning skills. Who knows, right? How can the kid fight? I feel the more I watch the anime, the more I get into this like Street Fighter or whatever fighting Guilty Gear things. Like the kids probably make, I can summon the demons and throw trace at you and poison mist or something. Who knows, right? It's more and more like every time you see a new character, it gets more and more into this like magical abilities where someone is like, oh, I can just summon fire at you. Oh, okay, yeah, like so why not? Yeah, and the last team is like Greed from Metal Alchemist. It is Greed from the old school FMA 2003. It really is him too. Like, I'm not even joking. We have Naruto character and we have FMA. Yeah, like it's him. Come on. He looks very, very similar to him. But anyway, yeah, like there's some interesting teams. This is the last team, I think. There's one more team with like young maiden. But it's one thing too. We're gonna see this woman here. I don't know if you played this game, but this is a game called Blast Blue, right? Or Blaze Blue, like a fighting game, right? From Oxygen Works. Kind of spiritual follower to, of course, Guilty Gear. And in that game, you have Rachel Alucard, and she fights with her like Parasol, her she's a vampire, so you have to protect against the sun, right? And it's kind of, when I see these characters, I definitely do think of like Blast Blue, Guilty Gear, or so on, right? Immensely so. Like, here's a young lady, and she has a parasol to fly with or something. Yeah, Mary Poppins style. Yeah, it's like I really expect the next tournament to become like Guilty Gear and Blast Blue. When she's like, I can totally win with my parasol. I can summon like frogs at you and throw lightning bolts at you. Like that's kind of what I expect now. Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh, here's my lightning frog and like my poisonous, and Arakuni, like bugs and so on. That's kind of what I expect now. That people is going to full Naruto fight style. Where everyone has their own jutsu. Yeah, everyone can just do their own crazy magic stuff or something. It's like zero explanation of what they can do. It's like, I can just fight with this stuff. Oh, okay, yeah. In case you see her here, it says the parasol. But that's really what I expect, yeah. Like, how can a kid fight, right? And this damn sword. This damn, like, he's summoning like a god. He's summoning like a sword from God against Grandpa. And I like how Grandpa is like, oh, here's a sword. And he's like, looks at it like, whatever. So, I mean, maybe Grandpa lost to this sword. I don't know. But it felt like Grandpa was like, That's a pretty big sword, but I can just like deflect it probably. It feels like Grandpa was like, I don't care. Right? It's kind of like that in this anime, I feel now. So I mean, I do like, definitely, that someone was finally questioning this thing, right? Someone's like, wait a minute, how can they summon clowns and shit? How does that work? Yeah. That's good. And now they are discussing, like, we go into this next tournament arc, and it feels like people have a lot of magic and shit. What can we can we use magic? It's like, you can throw Hadoukens. That's kind of interesting too, right? Because he himself can do Hadouken. He himself can throw fireballs. And he's like, how can I throw? He's not questioning how he can produce, like, Kamehas or Hadoukens, right? He's questioning how they can summon, like, a death clowns. So, yeah, like jesters. It's like, yeah, I guess that's more extreme to be able to summon something. But still, though, it's... wouldn't he have some awareness of how he producing this energy was? Like, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of interesting happening. I do love, of course... Yeah, I feel I'm not ready, because it gets crazier and crazier. I mean, every episode just goes crazier and crazier. And I really do expect it to be like a Guilty Gear blast routine now, right? Where everyone's like, I can use this thing. Someone's like, I can turn into a bug. Someone's like, oh, I can turn into a dragon. And you can do this. That's what I expect now, right? Especially the girl with the parasol. She's like, oh, I can control the wind with this shit. I can throw frogs at you with my wind magic or something. I can summon rain or something. That's what kind of I expect now, right? Like, this is full out, extreme fighting game, right? Where everyone has their own magical abilities, and this is happening. But one thing about, I say it again, I don't want to spoil, of course, another animes, but god damn it, when I saw the the assassin, though, like, I cannot stop thinking about Miraniki, right? Old school anime, right? Yeah, Miraniki. So this one is clearly dangerous, because if you ever see Miraniki, this one episode, I think it's episode 11, might be wrong, episode 11, I think, when Yuno Gasaya, the classic crazy, the craziest woman ever in anime, when she wears exactly this like pink mascot bunny suit to stalk, of course, Yuki, and she's like, Yuki. So yeah, in every anime, you should always be afraid of, that the pink mascot character, they're always dangerous. They're there to kill you, yeah. And I think she also does kill them. I was not put on the anime, but it's an interesting point that, side note here, it's a point in Miraniki that she uses this suit, and then a girl she's following never appears again. But it's never explained in Miraniki if she killed her or not. It's like, she never appears again. Maybe she moved. It's never explained that if she actually killed that person. But it's like, maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. It's just like, oh, I didn't do it. Yuki, I love you. I didn't do anything. Whatever, I love Miraniki. And of course this scene is like, oh, it's Miraniki. He's assassin. Yeah. It's Yuno Kasai. Oh, yeah, I would be afraid. It's no wonder that Daredevil lost to her. But I wonder, but I suppose they are trying to gather this God of high school kids, right? Because they're like, we need people to fight these assassins or something. They are trying to destroy the world, and I guess Grandpa somehow knew about that. He's training his grandson to fight the death cult or something like that. But I'll say one last thing though. Man, even the more the anime, the more he, and I guess the main character reminds me of course, Son Gohan and Son Goku, I mean Grandpa Son Gohan. He's like, we live in the mountains and we just train all the time, and he didn't teach me about humans. We just train and we fight people, and he didn't tell me about girls, and I was just fighting people. So it really reminds me of Dragon Ball. It's like, I just lived up there, and I just punched bears and dragons and so on. But yeah, I hope so. To next two episodes, yeah. That's what I really do lack now, right? Last week too. I really hope they can explain how the power works and so on. But I think the main thing is that I want to say here again, to be emphasizing this thing, like I tried to explain last week. I don't think there's any problem that people can use. Like for me, as I mentioned again, right? This looks like a Guilty Gear blast to anime. Yeah, fine. I don't mind that. But when you play those games, right? When you play these fighting games. You do have like, you can only summon like 3 lightning rods with radiation. Yeah. So you can only summon 3 lightning rods. You can only summon like 1 frog. There are rules to how much you can use your magic and how you can manipulate the world or whatever, right? And how much energy you have, and tension meters and life meters and so on, right? I think that's kind of what I need, because when people are fighting each other in an anime, I need to know that he's doing his Hadouken. Is it like a last ability? Can it do 10 Hadoukens? Can it do 1 Hadouken, right? I need to know a little bit on that, right? To feel a little more tension, and to feel a little bit more how, you know, Hadouken, Kamehameha, you know, does that, you know, is it tiresome? Is it exhausting to do a Hadouken, right? I think that's kind of where I feel this anime still hasn't really explained, right? How many times can they summon a clown, right? You know, it's like 1 per time, is it 10 clowns per fight, right? I think we need to know that. Is the clown a last ability, or can the clown, you know, go like, you know, Shikai and a Bankai, and the clown is 10 times bigger, right? Yeah, can you Bankai that clown and get it bigger, right? That's kind of where I think where I wonder the most, right? Like, what does it mean to summon your clown? Can you do that all the time, or can you do it like once per day, and so on, right? The god power, right? Something like that. Because otherwise, it becomes this thing where it's like, here is X, here is Y, and they're doing this thing, and you're like, I can't relate to who is winning or losing, because I don't understand how, like, Spirit Dragon versus Spirit Tiger. I don't know like what they're doing, right? So it's like, okay, they just kind of, it's a lot of colors, yeah. Like it becomes kind of confusing to like who's gonna win this, or who's actually leading, or who's actually in danger, or whatever, right? If you don't explain where the powers are, like where are the powers in this universe, right? And so on. Kind of when a sword appeared. Like my grandpa, the sword. Grandpa's like, oh, here's a gigantic sword from God. And grandpa's like, and it's like, you don't know if the sword is dangerous for grandpa. It also can be that grandpa's like, whatever, and he's like, you know, flips it away. So like it's really unknown right now if grandpa feels threatened by this gigantic nuke sword, or if grandpa is like, nuke sword, that is nothing to me. I can take 10 of those. Like, it's kind of like that, yeah. We don't know if grandpa is in danger at all, I feel. Maybe he's in danger. So, yeah, hopefully next week they explain it. But yeah, I would like if it turn into like a Guilty Gear Blasco anime, when that parasol girl is like, I can control the wind and magic and do this shit, and it suddenly is even more crazy. Because then we can have a lot of strategies, right? How can we defeat this girl? She can like control the elements. How can we, you know, get close to her, right? It can be really interesting, I think, from a strategic aspect of the anime. Much more than just normal fighting, right? Definitely. But anyways, today, tomorrow, tomorrow, because we have Black Clover tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow when Black Clover's out. It's probably out later tomorrow. But subscribe to that one and see the comments to one. Have a great